I'm gonna be starting this new series on my channel called What Really Matters, and it's just basically gonna be me and my friends talking about political issues, social issues, or like problems that we just see in our society that are really prevalent. I hope you guys enjoy it. What's up, what's up, what's up? It's me, Dave.
And it's Janice.
And yeah, she's my special guest for today. We're just gonna have like a sit-down chat with you guys about something that's really important to us. We're gonna be talking about why gay relationships should be taught in schools and like in sex education. It really like makes relationships as a whole more inclusive to those who like identify as like gay, lesbian, bisexual, you know what I mean? And transgender too. And it makes them feel like more included in the world. You see these like ads like for like proposals and marriages, and it's always like the guy proposes to the girl and they have like a huge family and it's like a big straight wedding. Like it should be expanded more to like people who like feel left out because they like didn't learn about it and like they don't feel comfortable in their own skin because like it was never taught to them that it was like a good thing. It was like always like shunned down upon. And I feel like if we just educate people on why like their relationships do matter, I feel like we could make the world a more like inclusive and a more like just a more like
open.
all around good place, you know? Yeah, open-mindedness. Yeah, that's a really big part of it. You have anything to say?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm Christian. So I was taught that like, you know, gay people are not like right, but I think for like gay people or like LGBT, I think it's like God will forgive them. And it's like
God loves all people.
Yeah, God loves all people, you know, and he forgives. I remember someone like told me like they were gay, and I was just like shocked because it was like something new to me and I didn't know what it was. And then I was just very like, what is this? Like a girl likes a girl way? That's kind of weird. And I wasn't taught that. Like I was taught it at church like just like once, like, oh yeah, gay people are a big no-no. And then I go to
So I edited that part out because Janice accidentally said her school name. Quirky Janice.
There's so many like open gay people, and it just like made me feel like Korean, like the old generation is very like strict and like very like hardcore, follow the rules. I go to a Korean church, so it was like, yeah, no gays, only straight people go to heaven. But as I got older, I learned that like, you know, God loves everyone, he forgives, and I think like God still loves them deep down if they love God.
If you're like not religious, then like I guess this doesn't apply to you. But like since we are religious, it's like God loves you no matter who you are and who you love, because like love is love. It shouldn't matter who you like and like who you associate with, but like it matters like who you are deep down inside. Like if you're a good person, then God loves you no matter like whether identify as this or you identify as that. Yeah, it was like never really taught to like kids that
up until now, like as it started getting like bigger and more people started actually like advocating for it, it was just like everyone, like kids started understanding these concepts, and I feel like we should have been taught at a young age, because for me it was like I was scared of LGBT people. Oh, whoa, what are you?
Like I'm entering this new domain.
Yeah, but then like I realized like your sexuality or like what you define yourself is just like one small part of you. It's not like it doesn't define you. Yeah, it doesn't make you.
It doesn't make you anything.
So it's like, I don't know, like I kind of wished I learned at a young age that like girls could like girls, guys could like guys, and
it's normal. It's
like it's fine, it's not different. It's just what it's like homophobes, oh my gosh, they think it's different, but I don't think
they think it's wrong.
I don't think it's wrong or different, so like don't judge someone based on that.
Since like openly gay, like teaching openly gay relationships is like now more ubiquitous, I think it's like spread out to like more people rather than like an enclosed community. Since it's more like popular and growing nowadays, like there's been a lot of backlash against it for like no reason. People are like, why should we be teaching that? That's irrelevant, that's wrong, I don't feel comfortable with my children knowing about that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, if you don't feel comfortable with your child learning about like things that are normal, I mean, if you want to educate them yourself, then go ahead. But like, I feel that sex ed should include gay relationships as much as it should include like learning about your body, like the penis and the vagina. Like, that's just, okay, relationships are just as important as learning about those parts.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's really looked down upon for like no reason.
I feel like, I'm not trying to be like rude or anything, but like, I feel like extreme Christians, I'm not calling them extreme, but like,
Yeah, we're not calling you out.
Like some Christians, I feel like they just think, oh, because it's said in the Bible, like man cannot be with man, woman cannot be with woman. But I feel like they need to understand, like, God still loves his people, you know?
Like, on the conservative standpoint, it's like, you see this a lot, or like you hear about this a lot, like people who like were raised like this certain way, like they can't get out of that mindset because you can't like snap and be like, oh, I'm open-minded suddenly. Like I acknowledge that there's certain people and I could live with that. People are kind of like, I don't want to say closed-minded, but they just aren't open to new ideas. Like they aren't open to like
change.
They aren't open to change because since they were raised up this certain way, they thought like, oh, being gay is a bad thing, and like I want to pass that down to my children because my parents passed that down to me.
I feel like the new generation that's coming, it's like, I feel like
they're so much more open-minded.
Yeah.
Like people are at school, they don't care if you're lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, whatever you identify as, they don't care about that. They love you and accept you for who you are. And I mean, some people may poke fun or like may like make a couple of jokes sometimes. Good vibes only, like stay positive. Yeah.
Haters gonna hate.
Gay relationships should just be taught. It's kind of like simple as that. Teach it because like it's important. Like, I mean, it's really important for people to be educated.
Yeah.
On
and I feel like for those kids who don't like at a young age don't really know like who they like, I feel like it should be taught to them. Like like it's fine if you're like gay, like it's normal. People will accept you for who you are. But I feel like before like couple of these few years, like I feel like people who like identified as gay or lesbian like felt very like, oh, I need to keep it to myself because people aren't gonna accept me for who I am. But I feel like our generation does. Like, our generation or like this upcoming group of like teenagers, like quirky teenagers, we're just so much more accepting. We understand what's going on and we accept those. We just love everybody. That's it. Yeah, that's it for now. Make sure to educate your children. Sex ed should educate gay relationships, straight relationships, body parts, hormonal changes, just whatever questions students have. Yeah, it should be taught. As simple as that. Okay. And for Christians, teach your kids to love anyone and everyone because we shouldn't hate anyone in the world.
We should love.
Janice out.
Dave out. So that was it for the video. Tell me what you guys think about it.